to do it. Oh gosh. Mm-mm. I think the internet's not strong enough. Mm-hmm. I think it doesn't show me that anybody's there. It says reconnecting. So I know. So you're there. Can you see me? You can't hear me though, right? Yeah. Oh, there's two people. Hi, you guys. I was giving people a minute to come on because I had issues last week too, so I'm special. I really did try to get it scheduled, but that didn't work out. So I'm just gonna give you guys a minute, and then before we get into our conversation, I want to talk about the hi for whoever just joined. I want to talk about the solo group cruise for 2019 because we did get a couple of votes on those, me and Miss Bird Lady TTC. So we're just waiting. Hey, Crystal. No, I wasn't there last night. I had to move it till tonight because I was in for the night, and okay, to be honest, my hair wasn't done, so I couldn't come on with my hair not being done. So forgive me. I'm glad you're here now, Crystal. Um, but anyway, I wanted to announce the group cruise information for 2019 for whoever is joining us on the solo getaway. And so, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully, you can catch a little bit of it. So yeah, we did get a couple votes on the itinerary for 2019, and so we decided, the subscribers and Miss Berry Lady TTC and I, we decided that we were gonna do the 4-night Key West and Havana trip, and the dates for that is going to be, oh god, where's the dates? Where did the dates go? I don't see the dates. I think it's August 10th. So August 10th, you can go look for it on Royal Caribbean's website. And just so you know, they are having the sale right now. The buy one, I think, get one 60% off. So if you are going to be going by yourself, you can save some money if you go ahead and book now, because you'll only be paying for one full ticket, and then yeah. So I have not done that ship. I think we talked about that last week. Which ships? Yeah, I know I'm having issues. Is it circling? It's circling. Sorry. Hold 1 minute. It'll be back. Hopefully it comes back. It's the internet. It's not me, you guys. Is it working? No. So anyway, yes, Majesty of the Seas. That's what it's gonna be. Um, and that one leaves out of Fort Lauderdale, um, that port. So not quite Miami, but close. I actually never sailed out of Fort Lauderdale. But I'll get it for you. I'll put it in the comments. Or if you want to announce your email address, the one that you use, Amber, you can go ahead and put that in the comments so everybody can see it. So I'm hoping to get my video back right. before I get into the main topic, I know we've been going for a few minutes now, so um, on my screen it says reconnecting. So hopefully everything mellows out, and then we can go and get started. Is it working? Okay, I think it's working. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So, topic for tonight, we're gonna talk about plus size dating. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think plus size people do have some extra challenges when it comes to dating. But it's a little bit different for us. I mean, me personally, um, I honestly did not expect to be dating again. So this is, especially at this point in my life, I figured that I would be a little bit more settled. But it is what it is. So I'm just trying to take it for what it is and learn whatever I'm supposed to learn during this season in my life, and then hopefully meet somebody special, and um, we can just go from there. So yes. So in plus size dating. So my first thing that I wanted to talk about tonight is actually being ready, to date. A lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, I'm ready for a relationship," but it's really a self-examination that you have to do. You have to think about, okay, am I in the right mental space, to bring somebody else into my life? Am I settled in my own personal life, in my day-to-day life, with my job, finances, like everything. Like, those are things you have to think about, before you try to even connect with anybody. So, like, for me personally, I feel like you have to like take some time and do some self-examination and just figure out if that's what you're really ready for. Sometimes you may be struggling from a past relationship or not quite over it, or whatever the case may be. I mean, there's an option to go back. I know there's not one for me, but just think about those types of things, before you get into something else, because you want to be whole. You don't want to go in like thinking, okay, well, have one foot in and one foot out. You want to be pretty settled, and being okay being single before you try to date somebody else. That's my personal feelings. So, in plus size dating, getting ready to be with somebody, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about um, big girls. Uh, and I think most of them are lies. They're myths. I've heard some things that, oh, guys don't like big girls, they don't like this, they don't like that. Well, I don't see that as being true at all. From my personal experience, I honestly have never had an issue with a guy being attracted to me or attracting guys. That's just not something that I've ever dealt with. Like, I'm pretty sure like some other plus size girl may have different experiences. If you do, please share that below so that we can talk about it. But I've never had that issue. I think that kind of goes to a confidence, and you have to be confident in yourself and know who you are and what you're willing to accept, and who you really want, and what type of person that you want to be with, and what type of relationship that you want to have. So I think that's important. Um, so yeah, knowing that you're ready, and then also knowing what you're looking for. I don't know, I feel like our generation, just, we're very lost. Like, we don't really know what we want. We know what social media says, we know what Instagram looks like, happy couples look like, but we really don't think about what we really want, and what we want our relationship to look like. And it doesn't have to be like something off of Instagram, or people that pretend all day on Facebook, because I know a lot of people that pretend all day long and they're really, really unhappy people. So I don't want to live like that. Um, so yeah, knowing what you want, knowing what you um, are willing to accept. And like, I feel like in my dating, I have come across, some people that they're nice people. Don't get me wrong, like nice guys and everything, but they just they have issues. I mean, it could be children, like, and I like kids. Don't get me wrong, I like kids. I do want kids one day, but I don't necessarily want to deal with somebody who has a lot of kids or lots of baby mamas. That's not something that I'm looking forward to dealing with. And so I'm upfront about that. Like, I'm honest about that. Like, and I don't think that that is saying anything about people who do have kids, but that's not something that I want to do right now. That's not something that I desire right now. I don't want to go in with knowing that this person has all these other things. Um, Also, in my experience, I've dealt with people that have criminal past. And I hate to say it like that, but I know everybody has past, and I know not everybody can say that they've not ever been to jail. But I mean, I would just prefer somebody that's not a criminal. That has not ever not been to jail. Can you see it? Is it fine? Okay. Um, yeah, so I don't know, that's just what I want. And then also, I want somebody that wants me just as much as I want them. I want somebody that's just as into me as, I'm into them. Like, I don't want to be like a fetish because I know like some men just like big girls for certain things, and people can do what they want, that's fine, but I don't want to be somebody's like fantasy. Like, I want to be like, their person, their soulmate, everything like that. So um just in my experience, like, I just feel like you have to be ready. You have to kind of know what you want, and then be honest and communicate those things. And you know for me, it's a faith thing. Like, I don't always understand what is happening, but I just have faith that things happen for a reason. And I'm just trusting that whenever I do get that someone, that I think everything's gonna work out. um so with that being said, like, I don't know if you guys can give me any comments or any suggestions, or what are you guys thinking about some of the things that what I've been saying. Is anybody out there? I think I only see like one or two people. So if you're there, give me a comment or a thumbs up or something. I'll wait. Let's talk. Let's have some dialogue. Like, what's been some of your experiences with dating? I mean, even if you're not a plus size person, like, what are your some of your experiences? Like, do you have any stories you want to share? Anything you want to say? Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Maybe everybody wants to sleep. It's not that late, you guys. All right, so while we're waiting for some people to give us some comments, I'm going to talk about some of my pet peeves, like some of the things that I really, really can't stand. And me and Miss Amber, Miss Burley, TTC, we talk about these things all the time. So one thing that kind of gets on my nerves is inconsistency. Like, you talk to me today, but I don't hear back from you till Thursday. Like, what is that about? Like, I don't appreciate inconsistency, and I feel like if you're gonna date somebody, be consistent. You know, if you started the friendship or the relationship in some sort of way, continue that. Let that person know that this is really who I am. This is just not what I chose to do today. But that I am a consistent person, and I am, you know, serious about you. So, I don't like inconsistencies, especially with communication. There's so many ways to communicate. You've got, um, hold on, we have a comment. It says, how do you set expectations? Hold on, I lost it. Wait, wait, hold on. Let me bring it back up. What was your comment?
You set expectations in relationships, and do you feel that men meet those expectations as a plus size woman, or should you feel for
Okay, come over here and say that. Okay, how do you set expectations of what you want or desire or won't accept in relationships? What do you think men? Oh gosh, I missed it. Wait. Okay. Wait. No, I had it, but then it went away. Okay. How do you set expectations? Okay, let me get that one first. Oh, and do you see us differently as plus size women and versus somebody who's not? I think it all goes back to communication. As far as setting your expectations, you have to say, this is what I want, this is what I desire, and actually talk about those things. I don't think you have to write them down or anything like that, but make it clear to that person that you're talking to, like, this is what I want. This is where I see us going. This is, what I expect, because if you don't communicate, they're not psychic. This is not osmosis. So how are they supposed to know if you don't tell them? And I think women were guilty of thinking that men can read our minds, but they really can't. They're very simple creatures. Hey, Reese. They're very simple creatures, so no, they cannot read our minds. They do not know what we're thinking all the time. So we have to tell them, and not in subliminal ways, not just getting mad and thinking that, oh, well, he's going to know why I'm mad. Like, he really might not know, and just continue to play Madden, and you're like extra mad. You're mad now. So I mean, you have to let them know. You have to talk, and not just text messages, because text messages can come off. I mean, you can interpret those any which way you want, depending on the day of the week. But you have to talk about things. You have to communicate. You have to take time and make those things clear. So now, as far as like treating plus size women different from regular women, we're women. We have all the same parts. I mean, it is what it is. But I feel like some men, and this is just my personal feelings, I don't know, they maybe act ashamed of liking a bigger girl. Like I've noticed that, like, they will message you all day long in your DMs or your messenger or whatever it is, but if you actually go out to a place with them, they're not gonna tag you, and they're not gonna tag you or check you in with them. And I don't know, I think that speaks more to them than you. And if you come across a man that's embarrassed or whatever, to be seen with you, then you don't need him. Sorry, he can go ahead and kick rocks, because that's not what you need. You don't need somebody that's going to be, only with you behind closed doors. You want somebody that's going to be with you in public and want to do things with you and be proud of you, because you're a queen, to show you off and have you on his shoulder, off on his, hold your hand, and, that's what you want. You don't want somebody that's going to be, acting shady or whatever, because he has man issues. Like, and then that's another thing, like, I'll be honest, not every man can handle a bigger girl. And I'm not just talking about personalities. I mean, I personally don't like skinny men. I don't feel like they can handle me. So I don't date skinny men. But that's a preference, and I make that known. Like, I would never accept the advances of somebody that I wasn't physically attracted to, because that's not fair to me, and that's that's not fair to them either. Like, you don't want to lead somebody on. And then I feel like also, sometimes plus size girls get to the point to where they only like the men that like them. And don't be like that. I mean, I can understand and I know how it feels when, a man finds you attractive or they want to come and talk to you or whatever. And it gives you that, good bubbly feeling inside. And I get that. But you don't have to go for everybody that, that approaches you. Like, you have a choice. You have options. You don't have to just accept people that quote unquote like you if you don't like them. Like, I've never been the type to just accept anything, and you don't have to do that either. So, yeah. I know Reese came in. Do you have any comments, Miss Reese? We did announce the group cruise. I think we picked the Key West and Havana itinerary. Yes, that's the one we picked. So, if you are going, or if you go ahead and book your room, put your deposit down, let either one of us know that you're booked, so that we can connect with you, because that's the one we're going to do August 10th of 2019. So, anybody else have any comments or anything they want to share about their dating experiences? I think Crystal was here, but she's married, so unless she wants to give us some married people perspective, we'll take that too. Yeah. All right, so we're coming up on almost a half hour. So I'm going to try to do a live stream. Like, this is going to be okay. That'll be great, Reese. We'll be so happy if you can make it. I think it's going to be fun. We're trying to get some more people to come along with us, so we'll have a nice little group. And like I said, you don't have to do everything that we do, because when me and Amber went in July, we kind of did our own thing at some point too. So hoping that you can make it. Please let us know if you book it. That way, I said, we can connect. And I think we're going to try to get like some type of little cruise gift goodie bag for everybody. So, well, all of the people that come. So just let us know if you decide to book it. It's not till August, and I think you probably have like 60 days or so to before the cruise or whatever, like the last day to pay. I don't know. I'll have to get the last day to pay because I don't have that in front of me, but I'll let you guys know next week. But next week, I think we're going to be talking about some things cruise related. I'm trying to get my channel to be more of a lifestyle channel, so you might get a little bit of this, you might get a little bit of that, you might get cruise stuff, you might get relationship things. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But next week, I'll try to have the topic up like I did this week. I cannot promise that the live stream will go as planned. I'm still trying to figure all that out. Because this is my second one. You guys know last week I had a really bad time, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So it'll be a little more streamlined. We're trying to get professional. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream tonight. And I will probably post by Wednesday of next week the topic for next Saturday. And I'm not sure if Miss Burley TTC is going to be doing a live stream next week. I think she said she might do something tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But for me, I have to have a schedule. So just so you know. Okay, we have another comment. What advice would you give a big girl dating? Okay. I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to say goodnight. My advice is be yourself. Let that person fall for the genuine you. Just do what you would normally do. Just be yourself. You can't be anything except for yourself. I mean, you are wonderfully and uniquely made, and there's only one person like you. Don't try to live your life trying to fit into other people's molds. I would say be yourself, have fun, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go back and rewatch it, girl. Alright, that's, you know, I had problems. But yeah, my advice for my big girls is you are just as valuable as anybody else. And you're just as beautiful. Just got a little extra. And there's nothing wrong with a little extra. Just be yourself, you know. And the person that is for you will love you anyway, just because you are you. So, I'm so sorry, Amber, you missed the live stream. I'm so sorry you were waiting there for this whole 30 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys good night. And I will see you next week, next Saturday at 10 o'clock. I will be somewhere live. I'm so sorry, Amber. Don't get me. I think I'm putting it on replay so you can go back and watch it. Wait, hold on. Amber says wait. Let me see what she says. I'm waiting. Go ahead. We're waiting. I know you have a comment. Yes, I mentioned the single group cruise dates. Again, I did say it at the beginning, but it's going to be August the 10th, Fort Lauderdale, 4 days, Havana and Key West, Majesty of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, and they are having the sale, and it's buy one and the second guest is 60% off. So if you book your trip, let us know so that we can so that we can get together, we can plan a couple of things. I don't know if you guys do excursions. You guys know I don't swim, so as long as it's something not involving swimming, I'm good. And so yeah, if you're going, please email. You can email me at my email address. That's sharaj23@outlook.com. And just let me know that if you're going or not. We would love to have you. This is going to be the second annual singles cruise. And then maybe in 2020 we'll do Norwegian, because we were thinking about doing something other than Carnival. You know, I'm a Carnival girl, but just wanted to try something different. And I know with the more single cruisers we have, I think Royal Caribbean has made it a little more affordable for people that are just going in one cabin, you know, one person in a cabin. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. And so yeah, so thank you guys for joining me on this Saturday. I hope that you've learned something. I hope that maybe you can take some things and think about if you are a single girl and you're dating. And I just hope that I've been a help. So until next week, you guys stay blessed, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Now I gotta figure out how to end it. I don't even